finally at the one train. This is my final review of the IRT's train reviews. And the one train is the last one. Anyways, let's just jump right in. The one train begins at Van Cortlandt 242nd Street and then just ends at South Ferry.
Yeah. Play them tunes, what?
Well, let's get into the subway map. Then, first, it heads into Van Cortlandt Park, 242nd Street, Broadway.
Okay, I'm bouncing all over the place.
Then it transfers to 238th Street, Broadway Station. Then it heads into 231st Street, Broadway. As it enters Manhattan, it goes into Marble Hill, 225th Street. Connection available to Metro North. 215th Street, 10th Avenue. Then it heads into 207th Street. Then it's at Dyckman Street, Nagel Avenue. Then 191st Street. And then it heads into 180th Street, Nicholas Avenue. Then to 168th Street, Broadway, transferring to the A and C trains. Then it heads into 157th Street, then 145th Street. Then it heads into 137th Street, City College, Broadway. Then 125th Street. And then heads into 116th Street, Columbia U, Broadway Station, transferring to the air train or the bus to LaGuardia Airport. It heads into Hadridos Parkway, 110th Street, Broadway, also transferring to the air train and or bus to LaGuardia Airport. Then it heads into 103rd Street, then to 96th Street, Broadway, transferring to the 2 and 3 trains. It heads into 86th Street, then 79th Street, and then it heads into 72nd Street where the 2 and 3 are transferred again. And then it goes into 66th Street, Lincoln Center, Broadway. Then it heads into 59th Street, Columbus Circle, then transferring to the A, B, C, D, and 2 trains. Then it heads into Times Square, where it transfers to the 2, 3, 7, A, C, E, N, Q, R, W, and shuttle train to Grand Central. The connections available to Port Authority Bus Terminal. Then it heads into 34th Street, Penn Station, 7th Avenue, transferring to the 2-3 trains. But the connections available to MTA, Long Island Railroad, Amtrak, and New Jersey Transit. Then at 28th Street, and then it heads into 23rd Street, and then it heads into 18th Street, then 14th Street, 7th Avenue, transferring to the F, L, M, 2, and 3 trains. Connections available to PATH. It heads into Christopher Street, Sherman Square. Then it heads into Houston Street, then Canal Street, and then it heads into Franklin Street, then the Chambers Street where the 2 and 3 meet up with each other, and then it heads into WTC Cortlandt. But before I continue, I'm going to show you a photo of the old WTC Cortlandt. That right there is the old WTC Cortlandt before 9/11 even happened. But then it had a grand reopening in 2 years ago, which is probably in 2018. I don't know, but it has to be somewhere 2 years ago. Anyways, back to the schedule. Then after that, it heads into Rector Street. And then the final stop is South Ferry, transferring to the N, R, and W trains and the connection to Staten Island Ferry. Well, I explained the subway map, and I also explained to you the old WTC Cortlandt. Sorry, I meant WTC Cortlandt. Anyways, let's see what train models it runs on. As you all know, you guys have seen the R62 and R62As on the one line. But sometimes the 1 and the 3 would swap, and then you would see R142s on the one line, which is something I'm about to show you right now. This is the picture of an R142 one train, as you guys have seen in my preview before I started reviewing the subway map and the model train number and the model trains. This is clearly the rarest thing in the one train line ever. And that's what happens when the R62 1 and 3 trains swap together. You get R142 one train. Alright, let's go back to the R62A. Alright, so thanks for watching this review. If you guys liked it, please make sure you comment and subscribe. The BMT review is next. I would possibly give the one train a 8 out of 10 because there's like the rare R142 one trains, and yeah, it's pretty much a fast route. This was suggested by one of my fans, Brilliant99, former name of, well, that's his old name. His new train name, his new channel name is Transit MTA Community Palace and Subway, I think. But anyways, make sure you go subscribe to him. I want to thank him for suggesting this video. I'm also giving him a shout out for today's video, and he has done a one train review, and I'm going to go and put his review on MTA train reviews of the month. So yeah, if you guys have not heard of that, that's when I post like whatever review some of my fans post up, and if it's a good review, like the best review ever, their review will go onto the MTA review of the month. So as of today, 399's review is now a MTA transit review of the month. So yeah, I'll see you on the A train review. Peace out.